training with Cypher, so she's extra fired up. Whoa! One of the big things that I love about training dogs is, frankly, how rewarding it is. You develop a bond with the dog. You develop a bond with the family, the owner of the dog. You're really helping people. You know, you're helping people have happier lives, frankly. My name is Sean Miller. I've been training dogs for over 25 years, the first 10 years as a hobbyist, and the last 16 years as a professional dog trainer here in Colorado. With me. So I had this dog. He was my best friend. His name is Drieg. Drieg was such a great dog, and I got him as a puppy and raised him and did all kinds of fun training with him. He was at another level. He was very smart and he was very connected with humans. So he was one of those dogs that just got it in every situation, and he was my travel partner. He was like my co-pilot everywhere we went. And the relationship I had with him really helped me understand that we really closely bond with these animals and they get us, and it's our responsibility to give them a good life and to be our best for them, and he really pushed me to be my best, and I think that showed over the years, and he bonded with all of my family members and all my friends, and so there's a story about Drieg where he and myself, and then I had another dog, his name was Knox, and the three of us were out on a hike. It was in the evening, there was a blizzard, and I knew the area really well, but I couldn't see our tracks on the way back out to the vehicle, and the only way I could see going was through this deep gulch, which would have taken a lot longer to get there. And so there was a moment where Drieg and I looked at each other, and I said to him, "I don't know which way the trail goes, buddy." And while the other dog, Knox, was just playing around, eating snow and being, frolicking basically, Drieg literally looked at us and he turned his head and pointed, and he followed us, or he followed the trail out. The trail was so subtle, there were points where I would see our footsteps again. But it was moments like that where he knew that he had to just take charge and show us, he had a purpose in life. And it was to make sure that things went smoothly, He was such a cool dog, The death of Drieg was a tough blow. It came pretty unexpectedly because he was in pretty decent health, but he had gotten something, they call it stomach torsion or bloat, and it was an emergency situation. And unfortunately, he had to be put down. We felt a real loss, a real sense of loss that lasted, really for months, because he was such an important part of the family. And I think after losing him, it was very discouraging to get another dog, because you don't want to go through that again. And I didn't want to go through that loss again. But as time went on, you start to relive all of these really fun memories and all these great times that you had and so forth. And you realize that you're never going to have that again if you don't have another dog again, of course. And so I think going into it, you just have to accept, that we're blessed to have them for a certain period of time. Maybe it's 10 years, maybe it's 15 years. And so if we put our time in to make them the best that they could be, they really thrive and they really meet their potential, and it really creates the best possible relationship, with you and your dog. So for the first 10 years or so, I was training as a hobbyist, and I would train with somebody, basically an apprenticeship type situation. I would do that 3 days a week for several hours at a time, and it never occurred to me, literally never occurred to me once, that one day I would be doing this professionally, I'd be getting paid to do this. I recognized later on that I had a talent, and that's something I wanted to pursue and explore. So my current dog, his name is Cypher, and Cypher is a Belgian Malinois, and he's almost 3 years old. I got him when he was 7 weeks old and have been raising him and training him to be a competition dog. So he knows all kinds of really high-end skills. Cypher is always in a good mood. He is always ready to go. He is always ready to work. He's a very high drive dog, and it can be 2 o'clock in the morning and he is ready to go. He loves to play, and he can be playing, he'll play all day and act like every time he picks up the ball, he'll act like it's the first time he's ever picked up a ball. He has this thing where he likes to pick up as many toys as he can, and it's become like a riddle that he tries to solve as far as what order he can pick up the items in order to get them all in his mouth. So he regularly will carry 4 to 5 items at a time, and I think his record is 7 items in his mouth at once, and he's very proud about this skill that he's developed, and he loves to show people how many items he can put in his mouth. So he's quite a character. He would be like a class clown kind of person if he were in school, you know, but yet extremely high IQ. He's a very, very intelligent dog. So my plans with Cypher are to compete in the sport of Mondio Ring and compete at a national level and possibly at an international level within a few years. As far as me personally, I plan to continue to grow, to continue to learn, and to seek out trainers who are better than me or behaviorists who are better than me, and exhibit my skills as a trainer on the competition field.